Do you have a balanced lead portfolio? And what does that mean? Hi, I'm your friend and favorite real estate agent, Steve Shane here, saying hello and welcome to the Daily Steve, where we cover how to make your real estate business bigger, faster, and stronger. None of this is theory, this is all fact that we're using in our business every single day. I hope you're having a great day. Let's chat about your lead portfolio. And what is a lead portfolio? Well, when we think about portfolios in investments, we talk about having a balanced portfolio. You're gonna have some bonds, that's gonna be your long-term stuff. You're gonna have some like high-risk stocks where like you can get a lot of yield, but it's also gonna cost you a lot of money. And then you also have kind of those like, stable products like your Fords, your Coca-Colas, your Apple products that are always going to be there and they're always gonna be in good shape. And so you balance them out over a course of your investment history. So when things are streaky, you get a lot of yield, and when things are low, you're protected by your bonds. Makes sense. So how does that apply to our lead portfolio? I consider this theory the three races. Every single day in your real estate business, you're running three different races. You've got a sprint, you've got a jog, and a marathon. So what is the sprint, the jog, and a marathon? The first thing is the marathon, and it's the most important thing. It's the thing that compounds at the highest level, and that's building that database. That's building your email list. That's building your text message, phone call list, getting all your data. Because as you build that over the course of your career, 3 to 5 years, all of a sudden making 20 calls a day, all of a sudden turns into, oh my gosh, I've got 6,000 names in my database. I've got 25,000 names in my database. And it's incredible what power you can have when you have that type of reach. The great thing about the marathon is it doesn't take a lot of contact. It's your email campaign, it's your occasional text, it's checking in with phone calls, it's making sure they're on your Facebook direct marketing things. It's very light touch. Let me know you're there. I'm always around. Don't forget about my team and me as an agent. So that is a great tool for you to grow longevity in your business. And if you're not building that, you really don't have a business. And then we also have our sprints over here. And the sprint is your paid leads. Whether you're using Facebook ads, PPC, what else are we gonna be using? We're gonna be using referral lead sources, Zillow, Realtor, Opcity, all those lead sources over here in the sprint. And so the marathon is money in the bank, and this is money coming in the front door. This is your cash flow opportunity. You got to put cash in to get cash out. It's your high yield opportunity, and you have to have a lot of this so you can accelerate your growth. If you're looking to be a growth-based team, growth-based company, or just you want to have a lot of money right now, this is where your opportunity is. When 90% of people's real estate searches are starting online, you're gonna need this because it's gonna feed that. So we need a lot of this so it can feed that. And some of these people that you're gonna get from your leads aren't going to buy with you or sell with you for over 300 days. But if they're in here, they will. So we have to feed the funnel. And there's conversations in the real estate world, the marketing world about your funnel. So your top of the funnel is over here, your high yield sprint. So you're gonna be chasing after these high yields. And the way to convert these is speed to lead all day long. So something I highly recommend, if you're not doing this already, get into your phone and go to your shortcuts. And what shortcuts are is where you add like 3 or 4 letters in conjunction, and it will write down a whole entire sentence or whole email or all the hashtags that you need. And you just hit A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And when you type that in, it puts your whole entire lead conversation in there. So when I'm on the phone, if I get a lead while I'm driving, I can hit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and my whole intro, hey, I'm Steve Shane from EXP and the Porch Life Florida team. Hope I can help you out. We got your lead source from blankety blank. When's the best time to call today? And when I do that within a minute of getting that lead, my conversion rate is so much higher than if I picked up the phone. Because nobody picks up the phone anymore. But what we're doing is we're turning interruption marketing into invitation. So they reach out to me, they're saying, hey, I'm interested, and then I'm supposed to call them or communicate back to them. And if I don't do that immediately, I've lost my opportunity because they're onto the next website, or that lead source is feeding them multiple agents, and whoever gets there first wins. So you gotta be on top of that, be able to hit that, hey, it's me, let me help you out opportunity. Another thing with that is there was a report, I think it was by Zillow, I don't remember who exactly did it, that it takes 14 outreaches before the average consumer comes back to you from those online leads. 14. A majority of us give up after 3 or 4. And 3 days later, you're like, I haven't heard from them. Oh no, they must not be interested. But statistically, it takes 14, probably 19 if you do not have this dialed in. Maybe even 25 if you do not have experience, if you're not researching the best copy to stimulate a conversation. So what are you doing to, one, automate as much of this as you can? Because if I can have that automated, have automated text, emails, even voicemail drops going out, I have a better opportunity of communicating with them because I'm getting more touches. I'm getting to my 14, I'm getting to my 19, I'm getting to my 25 faster than the other agent. Because that's who you're in competition with. You're in competition with the other agents when we're in the sprint. But the thing about the sprint is it's about speed. I've got to get to it as fast as I can, and it costs money. There's a lot of effort that goes into this. Referrals cost, 35%, 40%, 25%. That's a lot of money that's coming on the back end. It doesn't hurt right now, but when we look at our profitability over a long time, if we are solely devoted on this with a referral-based lead source, which honestly our business is, it weakens our opportunity for growth because we're losing 30% of revenue. That's a lot of revenue that should be coming to us. So we need to move those over here to these marathons, or once we convert them and close them, make sure that we're servicing them in the marathon so we're getting that referral-based business, and so that 30% has now converted to 100% commission. And then we've got our jog in the middle. And the jog is the everyday thing where I'm going to be reaching from my marathon and from my sprint, and this is our maintenance step. We need to be communicating with people who are not a year old, 2 years old, whatever. We need to be communicating with all the people over here and over here simultaneously in a long-term basis. And that's your 25 phone calls a day. That's your text message. That's your emails. It's making sure you're doing the post. And your jog is, in a sense, I want to get your attention. I'm right here. Don't forget about me. I want to get your attention. It's your day-to-day practice. And if you systematize your day-to-day practice and say, hey, I'm going to reach out to 25 people on Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. I'm going to post 3 posts. I'm going to call 25 people. And out of that 25, I'm calling 5 people I haven't talked to, 10 people from a year ago, and 5 people that closed, over 2 years ago. And that way you're communicating at a high level with everyone. If you're not systematizing the jog, maintainable speed, if you're not systematizing that, it's not going to get done. If you're not putting it on your calendar and time blocking it out for the first 3 more hours in the morning, if that's your best energy time, or the end of the day, if that's your best energy time, and again, follow your energy. Understand, I'm really good and really focused in the morning and I can get so much done. I'm really good after lunch and I can get so much done. Use that energy for what is the most important activity in your business, and that's communication with our customer base. So when we're jogging, focus where your energy is, systematize it so you can do it all the time. Or, you can add a VA to make phone calls for you. So when the VA says, hey, this person's interested, you can jump in and help them out. So there's a lot of different ways that you can balance your lead portfolio. And there's a lot of different ways that you can get leads. But the problem is most people get leads and they don't do anything with them. And they're not following up on a regular basis, and they don't have them set up on a home bot. They don't have them set up on any automation. They don't have them set up on an email list. And so essentially those people in your marathon, if you're not communicating with them, are going to be somebody else's sprint. Because those people are going to say, I need something, and they're not going to think of you, so they're going to jump over here. So balance your lead portfolio out so you have a little bit of everything. So when it's crazy good in the market, like right now, the sprints are great because everybody's saying, how much is my house worth? I need to buy before interest rates go crazy. And there's urgency. But when that dies down and the market stabilizes, which is eventually going to happen, we're going to have these people who we've been communicating with on a high level, and they're protecting us, and we're doing that every day, a little bit every day, a little bit every day. We're going to be plotting our little jog, our 14-minute mile right here, just taking our sweet time, getting a little bit from here, a little bit from here, and this is how we balance your lead portfolio and actually communicate with them at a high level. So please start with one of these little things. If you don't have your database set up with automation through email and text and Facebook messaging and Facebook ads even to this group, if you're not doing that, that's your number one priority. Because once you set that foundation, it's easy to make small tweaks. Once you have that set, then we can accelerate our growth over here, because we need to make money over here before we can put it into this, right? So that is what it is to have a balanced lead portfolio. Guys, I'm your friend and favorite real estate agent, Steve Shane here, saying thank you for watching. Please smash that subscribe button, that notification bell, and all that stuff that we're supposed to do so you and I can communicate at a high level and I can keep jogging with you. Have a great day. See you soon.